of Beacon Web News. I'm Cara Fusco. The Book Club is holding a recycled paper bookmark making event on April 6th from 7 to 8 p.m. in Bowman 220. The paper will be pre-made, but students will be able to design and cut out their bookmark. Crafting items will be provided. All you need is to bring yourself to this event. On May 2nd, the Fine and Performing Arts Department will be hosting an end-of-the-year spring concert. Students will get to showcase their talents as soloists. This event will take place in the Church Street Center Auditorium at 7 to 8:30 p.m. For all students who are interested in theater, Intimate Apparel by Lynn Nottage will be performed in Venable Theater Thursday, April 7th from 8 to 10 p.m. Ticket prices are $15 for the general public, $10 for faculty staff, and $5 for students. The Men of Color Initiative will be holding a meeting for students to attend. Join them to connect with the network of other men of color on campus. This will take place on Thursday, April 7th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the Church Street Center Auditorium. You may have noticed an increase in greenery on Main Street. Bonnie Marks and Emily Yon will open its doors to the Plant Connector at 73 Main Street on Friday at 4 p.m. as a part of Downtown's First Friday. Local artists will continue to be featured in the pop-up gallery, but Jan said the focus will be one at a time to bring on more focus to the individual creators. The first will be ceramics artist Carrie Granda. Granda will be giving out bud vases at the opening. MCLA has announced that it will be becoming a mask-optional campus this past Wednesday. I spoke with Gina Puck on how the first week of a maskless campus has gone. After years of hearing that you need to wear your mask, Massachusetts is starting to lift the mask mandate in their schools, including in higher education. MCLA announced that starting on March 30th, the college will be a mask-optional campus, as other institutions began lifting the mask requirement weeks prior. Gina Puck explains how the school came to this decision after 2 years of mask requirements on campus.
Most of the elementary and high school districts around us, the K-12 education world, had gone mask optional. A number of institutions in the state university system and throughout New England had gone mask optional, and we were really one of the last holdouts. So we took into account, feedback from employees and students, and it seemed like as cases were dipping, it was the thing to do to try to return more back to normal. So far we're pleased. We haven't seen a spike in cases. We know there's another Omicron variant, so we're watching that closely, but we're hoping for folks that are feeling safe enough and want to unmask that they'll be able to, and it might provide, sort of a sense of returning to normal.
Free campus testing for students, faculty, and staff will continue to be available through May 12th, and testing days will remain Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Vaccination and booster shots will continue to be required of students, staff, and faculty for fall 2022. Upcoming in athletics, the men's lacrosse team will be playing at Wells College on April 6th at 3:30 p.m. The women's lacrosse has a home game on April 8th at noon versus Framingham State. The baseball team has a busy week ahead with a home game April 8th at 3 p.m. against Worcester State, then travels for a doubleheader at 1 p.m. and at 3:30 p.m., then again at Worcester State. Soon after, they travel to Holman Stadium to play Riviere on April 12th at 7 p.m. The softball team also has a doubleheader at Worcester State on April 9th at noon and again at 2 p.m. They'll be traveling again for another doubleheader at SUNY Cobblestill on April 11th at 3 p.m. and at 5 p.m. Make sure to show your Trailblazer pride at the games. Senior Maddie Gibley has been selected to participate in this year's NCAA Career in Sports Forum. She will head to Indianapolis in June to attend the annual educational program, where 200 student athletes get the opportunity to learn about potential careers in sports and college athletics. Gibney will hear about self-awareness, professional development, practical approaches to searching for a job in sports, and much more from notable speakers and panelists. The semester is almost coming to an end. Isabel finds out different resources on campus to help successfully close this semester's chapter.
The writing studio, right?
It's a great job.
And what are the hours?
The hours, I believe, are 12 to 1 Monday through Thursday, and then I think, is it like 6 to 9 also Monday through Thursday. And then we have Sundays from, I think, like 5 to 6.
And are you guys open finals week?
No, actually, we're not open finals week, but we are open the week before.
Awesome.
Just like the writing studio, MCLA also offers the Math Drop-In Center and SESI, two places that want to help you succeed during finals week. For Beacon Web News, I'm Isabel Mazzola.
The MCLA Alumni Association is teaming up with Intramurals on April 22nd for a cornhole tournament at Bright Ideas Brewing. This event is free for MCLA students and a suggested $10 donation for all other players. The donations will go to the MCLA Scholarship Fund. Entry includes one drink ticket and some light snacks. Sign up today with the link below. Prizes will be awarded to the top 3 teams. Ever wanted to join SGA? Well, now you can. Nomination papers are open for Senator, E-Board, and Class Council positions. These nomination papers, including signatures, are due Thursday, April 7th by 3 p.m. If you have any other questions, reach out to Amanda Schuler with the email below. State Representative John Barrett III and the Cultural Council of Northern Berkshires jointly announced the awards of 83 grants totaling more than $85,000 for cultural programs in Northern Berkshire counties. From North Adams was one of the 11 communities that have received this grant. The grant will support a wide range of activities such as field trips, exhibitions, and more. You know the saying, April showers bring May flowers? Well, this week definitely will help bring out those flowers. David gives us a weather rundown.
Welcome to your BWN Weather Report. My name is David Jamina. April is here and spring is upon us. The first half of the next 7 days will often be rainy, which will then be sunnier in the second half. Temperatures will generally range between the 50s and 60s. Today, be sure to carry your umbrella with you as periods of rainfall will continue throughout the day with temperatures in the high 40s. The temperature will drop to 45 degrees this evening and it will mostly be cloudy with occasional rain showers. Continue to keep your umbrellas by your side as the whole day of Thursday will consist of occasional rain showers with temperature lingering in the low 50s. Rain will continue throughout the day and proceed at night, decreasing to 47 degrees. On Friday, we'll have more considerable cloudiness with occasional rain showers with the high of 64 degrees. Expect a major temperature drop in the evening with a low of 44 degrees and partly cloudy skies. We'll see more showers on Saturday, partnered with a warmer temperature of 60 degrees on Saturday. Prepare for a shift in the evening as the weather will get chilly and temperatures will dwell in the early 40s. Receive some vitamin D on Sunday as we'll have sunshine with the high around 55 degrees. Be sure to wrap up and stay warm in the evening due to a temperature drop in the late 30s. The following Monday will be balmy and invite more sunlight throughout the day. Expect the low 60s and partly cloudy skies. Later in the day, there will be a temperature drop to 46 degrees with a few clouds from time to time. Expect even more heat on Tuesday, the 12th, as it will be the warmest day, ranging around 65 degrees with intervals of clouds and sunshine. There will be a significant decrease in temperature at night, expected to be 47 degrees. Spring is in the mist. Be certain to get outside and enjoy the weather. I am David Jamina for BWN. Back to you, Cara.
Are you interested in creating art? The Women of Color Initiative is in search of a student designer to create their new logo. Upload your design for a logo to celebrate women of color on the MCLA campus. The winning design will also become an inaugural enamel pin for graduating women of color. Submissions are due April 8th. Email Juliana Vasquez with questions. The Center for Student Success and Engagement is hosting Make It, Take It, Beat the Heat of Finals, a chance to discover strategies and help create some stress relief tools to support you through final exams. This event will be held in the Freer Library on April 19th from noon to 1 p.m. A local North Adams man, Brian Mccrary, who was charged with the January 6, 2021 riot at the U.S. Capitol, has been sentenced to 3 years of probation for trespassing. Mccrary was arrested a year ago by agents from the FBI's Boston Bureau after being seen on film inside of the Capitol. Hailie Paquette recently opened a thrift shop in the greenhouse. BWN's Ryan Powers is going to pop some tags with only $20 in his pocket as he heads to the thrift store.
Where did the thrift shop idea come from?
So I wanted to do it for a while. Last year, especially during COVID, I was an RA in the townhouses, and I wanted to kind of have like a thrift store thing because as a college student, I really enjoy thrifting, and I felt like it would be really cool to have it in the greenhouse where everyone's already kind of congregating. But because of COVID, I couldn't do that. So once I came back into the townhouses as an RA, I wanted to try again, and COVID kind of went away. We're not wearing masks anymore, so I got the green light, and so I started it up.
What inspired you to start this idea?
My kind of self-care usually involves me going to the thrift store and like looking around trying to find goodies. I find that like really relaxing, and I know a lot of my friends do too. I also think it's really sustainable for college students to donate their clothes. I felt like if I enjoy thrifting, there's gonna be at least a few people in the townhouses that would too. I figured I would start it up, see if it caught any traction, and it has. So I'm just trying to keep it up.
Are you open to working with other people?
I have plans to work with people in the future. I would love to get the volunteer center involved. Also, the identity closet in the campus center I know is a thing. I would love to expand this like year after year and do like some food drives, clothing drive. My plan is to donate all the clothes at the end of the semester that aren't used, or any clothes if it gets really crowded immediately. So I plan on working with different people around campus as it grows.
Is this only accessible to the townhouse residents?
So my original thing is just having it in the townhouse, but I know I would love to see it in the other dorm area. And I've had a lot of freshman residents text me when they're by the greenhouse, and I would like run over and like scan my ID so they could get in. I've considered talking to Residence Life and Housing to see if they could give freshmen, sophomores, those in other housing areas, scan access, because I would love for this space to be used for everyone, but I think realistically it would just be having a separate one in both residence areas.
Do you have any hopes to expand in the future?
My plan for the future is being able to make it accessible for everyone. I would love to work with the volunteer center to incorporate like food drives, even like book drives, like donating textbooks would be super helpful. So I wanted to start on the small scale to see how students would respond to like having clothes. It's a fun thing, I feel like, to like look through your clothes and donate them and then grab new ones. I like seeing people wear my shirts around campus. I think that's really fun. But yeah, I would love to expand it in the future, and I just don't see any harm in making more things sustainable. So.
Where can students find the thrift exchange?
It is in the greenhouse laundry room, so it's right across from the campus center. If you walk right out of the gym, you'll see the greenhouse laundry room. If you don't know where it is, ask one of the townhouse residents. They'll point it out for you. Luckily, you can see it as you're walking by because it's all glass. The greenhouse is open 24/7, so you can get in here any day of the week, anytime. If for some reason you want to look at clothes at 3 a.m., you're welcome to do so.
Principal of Drury High School, Tim Callahan, hopes more students move on to higher education, and a new $150,000 grant could make that happen. The grant will create an early college program with the Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts. The program aims to make college more financially accessible with free courses to give students more support, like counseling and tutoring, than they would have alongside a typical college course. Join the Television and Film Society and learn more about filmmaking. Help create student film projects for the semester, and also go to them on monthly trips to the North Adams local movie theater. They'll be holding a meeting on April 8th from 7 to 8 p.m. in Bowman 206 if you are interested in attending. After taking the townhouses 6 minutes to evacuate after a fire drill, MCLA's Chief of Police, Daniel Colonno, sent out an email expressing his concern for the delay in a response time from students. Karesha found out what the school is planning to do to encourage students to evacuate promptly.
On March 23rd, the townhouse residents once again failed to meet the goal of evacuating during a fire drill within 3 minutes. While Berkshire Tower residents evacuated within 3 minutes, Chief of Campus Police Daniel Colonno said that townhouse residents have not met that goal for a few years now, with the latest evacuation taking 6 minutes. The fire drill was conducted with the cooperation of MCLA, North Adams Fire Department, Residential Life, and Campus Police.
Berkshire Towers and Hoosick, when Hoosick is full of students, they're right around the 3-minute mark, and that's kind of what, and I say we are shooting for. That's what the fire department would like to see, a very quick evacuation. Townhouses are, this particular time was double that, was 6 minutes. And in years past, they've been a little bit longer. And I say a little bit longer only because when our enrollment is up, then there are more people living in the townhouses, which takes them longer to evacuate.
Colonno is collaborating with the Residential Life to improve the townhouse's evacuation time.
If there was an issue, and my email, Res Life had a meeting, dropped off some flyers, they're going to try to distribute that as best as possible. And I would like to do yet another phase to where we partner with Res Life and go door to door and actually get FaceTime with people. And, anytime we can interact with our student population is great. But, those little educational moments I think is important.
Colonno stressed that students should take fire drills seriously because it's extremely important to get out as soon as possible in a fire situation. This is BWN. I'm Karesha Graham.
And now from the Beacon. Natalia Giacomassi interviews North Adams City Councilor Ashley Shade about the talk she gave to the Political Science Club and how she hopes MCLA students get more involved with local politics. Staff writer William Shanahan covered last week's Green Living Seminar, where with Williams College professor Emeritus Hank, Art talked about the Mohawk Trail Woodsland Partnership and his hopes for developing a more natural resources based on economy in the Berkshires. In sports, co-editor-in-chief Mike O'Brien writes about Austin Rochelle's earning in MassCAC Player of the Week honors in baseball. The editorial discusses the need for consistent policies around police body cams and how such use could help mitigate problems with their police shootings. That's it for this week. To stay up to date with BWN, you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/MCLABWN. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.